here has seen me market my services and DFS services online. And I figured it out. I have figured it out where I can get people to come to me on a massive level. I can send an advertisement out on the internet and reach 1 million people or 1 million agents. And agents that sell annuities that are independent is such a niche. You can't go buy a list of independent insurance agents that sell annuities. That's tough, it's a niche. And so we figured it out. And so I'm going to share with you, my secret. It's a PowerPoint. We put it together, and I'm just going to share it with you and show you how important it is and how easy it is to actually start becoming an online influencer. We're not going to throw darts at this one, but who can tell me which search engine is the #1 used search engine in the world right now?
YouTube.
Well, actually, you know what? Google owns YouTube. Right now, YouTube is the #1 search engine in the world. And nobody in here can, you didn't raise your hand earlier. When somebody looks up, change a flat, everybody goes to the YouTube to, figure stuff out. Change a flat tire, build a garden, how to do the dishes, unload a dishwasher, fix a dish. Everybody's going to YouTube, and they don't want to read on Google, so they go to YouTube. Nobody in here, if somebody in your community retiring from a factory, retiring from an engineering company, ExxonMobil, a teacher in your community, can say that when somebody types in YouTube, income for life, paycheck for life, fixed annuity, life insurance, that your name can pop up the first, so you get the phone calls. And anybody that does pop up, #1, remember this word into the future, is an online influencer. Anybody want to take a guess what an influencer is online? Guru, an expert. Kourtney Kardashian, anybody heard of that person? That's an online influencer. At the touch of a button can get 35 million people to do stuff. So with financial influencers, what it is just like a teacher or a professional online, and you want to be the one to pull up #1 on Google or YouTube or Facebook or, it's kind of embarrassing to even say Instagram or Snapchat in the annuity and life insurance business. Snapchat and Instagram, a year ago, I was telling my 19-year-old son, what are you doing on that? And now I'm spending $50,000 a month on that, advertising, DFS marketing, our services. I spend another $50,000 a month on Facebook offering, promoting our services. And I'm doing that now because I believe that very, very soon, the big companies like Coca-Cola and Budweiser and Chevy, they're going to take all their money away from TV advertising, and a lot of it, and they're going to start dumping it into these social media platforms to reach thousands of people. And then it's going to make the guys like me ineffective and you ineffective on advertising our services because the cost, the supply and demand. There's going to be a certain supply of advertising space on Facebook and on YouTube. And if all the big companies are in there first, the guys like you and I are going to get bumped out. So that's why I think it's so important now and so cheap now to advertise online. You got to start doing it. Don't worry if you're fat, if you're old, if you're, too tan, too dark, too young. Don't worry about that. It's all about getting on the internet and having a video of yourself, multiple videos of yourself about the services that you offer, and it all point back to a central location like the optimized business website. You have to start really moving into that direction. The clients that are referring people to you, they're dying off. They're getting older. Now the baby boomer generation is moving in, and they're all internet savvy. Everybody that's retiring now have been on the internet for the last 10 years, and they're going back to the internet to get advice on everything. They're no longer looking at the encyclopedias or, it's all internet. Everything is the internet. So we want you to be on the internet.